What's going on, you guys? Shelly here from the Black Corner. Make sure you guys hit those buttons below and like and subscribe. Hey, Miller, Andy Ruiz, tell her to take. Andy Ruiz, 34, 36, 6'2", 6'4", 274, 305. And that 35 pounds is a motherfucker. 74-inch reach for 78. I was expecting a little something different. Jump right to fucking conclusion. Andy said his right hand was hurt. That shit looked fucked up. Like, seriously, I was like, damn, when he took that glove up off. But that wasn't what I seen in the fight. To be honest with you, man, Andy, to me, looked out of shape. He looked like he didn't want to deal with the size difference. Andy started the fight right off, hitting some jabs to the body, and I was like, there you go, slow that dude down, because we all know Andy got fucking hands like cats. You know what I'm saying? He gets off when you get close. That's what fucked AJ up a long-ass time ago. That's what created Andy Ruiz to be the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. And I'll never forget that shit, because when that fight took place years ago, I was pissed off that it wasn't the Bronze Bomber in there, because at that time, before Wilder started getting knocked out and shit, AJ was scared like a motherfucker. And then, oh boy, Miller at the time tested positive for PEDs, so Andy Ruiz was the replacement. So this was a hell of a fight to get made. Miller, on the other hand, dominant. Very dominant. He was imposing his will. He was actually pushing Andy around, and there was a lot of times in this fight, man, you was looking at Andy's face, and Andy was like, fuck. You can tell that it was getting to him, that the bigger man was really pushing his ass around, and he didn't like that shit, but he didn't have no answers for it. He couldn't push back, and if the hand was truly a problem, I really don't know, because I haven't done no research on when the hand got fucked up, but Andy couldn't deal with that shit. Now, Miller, on the other hand, like, what did not impress me was the simplicity, you know, like the pot shots and when he wanted to throw. And then, of course, he was shoe shining and shit like that at the end of the rounds to steal him. But what he could have done is he should have pressed the action like a motherfucker. He didn't have no jabs. He didn't have no combinations, nothing. I think if he would have stayed on his jab and just changed the levels up with it, top, bottom. He did do some great body work, though, when it was close. But if he would have just led this fight with a jab, I think he had a chance to get Andy up out of there. Especially knowing now that Andy was sitting in that fight for I don't know how long with just one hand. I think Miller fucked up. The draw, on the other hand, I don't agree with that shit. It was a clear win by Miller. You know, like, if they want to run it back, whatever. But, you know, I think these two are right there at that same level where even watching this fight, I won't look at this shit and be like, all right, I want to see Miller and AJ next. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Miller and Usyk. I want to see... Nah, neither one of them are at that point where I want to see them fuck with anybody that's in the top 3 right now. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's Usyk, whether that's fucking Fury, you know, whatever. Like, nah, they can run this shit back, and I think it'll be a very exciting fight after Andy's hand recovers. But as far as the decision, I did not agree with that. Any boxing fan that was watching that fight know damn well that Miller won this fight. Andy was just off. That's it. Fuck the injury. His feet was bad. He looked tired. He was getting pushed. It was just like he was there, you know, and I've seen Andy have those crescendos, these ups and downs throughout his career. And sometimes Andy's in there looking like a fucking superstar, and there's other times looking like this dude's in there just collecting a check. I don't fucking know. I don't box, and I don't have no connection with none of these guys do, but I am a fan, just like the rest of you guys that are out there. And this was a crazy ass heavyweight bout. You know, I was just expecting a knockout, to be honest with you, as one-sided as it was. But it lets me see, man, there was no adjustments made by Miller. He had one plan. The shit worked, but it worked all the way up into the point where his ass received a draw. So that is what it is, man. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see the fight, man, go to DAZN. They got a shitload of highlights, and it actually recaps some of the best parts of the fight. And we all know it's the internet. You could probably find the full fight out there. So, but anyways, man, I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm Shelly Hollis. This is The Black Corner. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.